What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Back with Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Oh boy. Alright, we're starting to get into the part of this where I'm gonna start not liking this game. It didn't take long. So we're here in the wardrobe, so essentially you can just change the visuals or what have you. Essentially you can say, okay, I want my character just to look like this no matter what I equip them with. At least I'm assuming that's how it works. I don't have a lot of different equipment at the moment. But you can't do it with all the different party members. Harding, Nev. Who I gotta say, I like Nev. I think she's pretty cool. Like the voice actor, I like the character model. Although, knowing the developers, I'm gonna get debated, and it's gonna end up being that she's trans. Where I'm like, oh, of course, it's the character that I said was cute. And then they're gonna go, haha, it's a dude! And before anybody says, oh my gosh, AJ, that's so mean. I know my audience probably isn't the people who would go, oh my gosh, how could you say that about somebody? Look, be trans all you want. I really don't care. It's don't use it as a weapon against people, i.e., like, how dare you call me XYZ or whatever. You know, you are not owed respect. Nobody is owed respect. It's something you have to earn. All that general stuff. And I'm also not into trans people romantically. Well, I mean, I always remember, oh god, what was it? It was Az from Heels vs. Babyface when he said that about a character, about a woman in She-Hulk, and somebody's like, yeah, that's a guy. And he just like receded into his hoodie. I really like this. God, the location design is really cool. I hate the maps in this game, and we are going to see why, because I have a very strong feeling my fear was correct. Man, she looks nice with her hair down.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
Yeah, but so far, playing everything that I have, okay, you know, the level screen and everything, I don't hate it. I go back and forth on it because part of me really wants the old school heavy RPG of the older Dragon Age games, like with the combat system. Again, this just makes me really want to go back to Inquisition and play that again. And I bet there was somebody in the last video who's like, can we just not play this game? No, we have to play it and make fun of it. That's what we're doing. And dear God, I want to give it a shot. I want to give this game, it's you know, make your case to make me not make fun of you. But I'm probably going to make fun of it. But it really does make me want to, like, down the road, maybe play Inquisition on the channel, because Inquisition was good. But yeah, I loved I miss the old Dragon Age combat. This combat, it's not bad. Like, if I didn't know this was a Dragon Age game, like, through playing it, I would have sat here and gone, I really like this combat. It's pretty good, but knowing that it's Dragon Age, I'm like, it could have been just old Dragon Age. Instead, you make it an action game, but that's because this game was originally going to be a live service model So the boss fights, the engagements, everything that we have in this game so far, every time I start liking it, and I'm like, why does it feel a little off, though? And I'm like, oh, that's right. It's because it was supposed to be live service. If it wasn't live service, I think this game would have a little bit more of an identity, but it feels like a generic fantasy action game. And we'll get more into it as we go, but especially once we leave this area and go into like what should be the first real map. I mean, again, I'm going to keep going back to Inquisition. I mean, that game opens up almost right from the start. You have the intro, you wake up as the Inquisitor, you start running the Inquisition, you meet everybody at camp, boom, you go into the first open, I say open world, but open section, whatever, and start adventuring. I mean, that stuff's great. This game doesn't do that. We had a section that was on rails, and we're going to move into another section of on rails. So if you see what I'm doing here,
there must be 2 more.
Yeah, that note said the pairs of statues or what have you all have to face each other, blah, blah, blah.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
I should be asking you that. I got you hurt.
This is a dangerous job. Everyone knew that signing on. There's so much to do. We have to keep going.
You don't slow down for much, do you?
You sound just like Varric. And I always said, well, someone's got to keep you on your toes, old man. So, that's what I'm here to do. That's what I have to do. We need to get back to the ritual site, don't we? Let's stop worrying about me and go do that. Come get me when you're ready to go.
I mean, get ready to, as I'm going to keep saying throughout this, I'm torn on this, because there are moments that I actually very much enjoy the writing and the voice acting. Like, I really like Harding, and I actually kind of like these conversations that we have with the characters.
That's the second.
I like Rook's kind of quippiness, if you play him like I do. Like, I enjoy these things. But the next party member we get, the next character we're going to meet, irritates the living shit out of me.
Okay, that did something.
I was making sure that went where I thought it went.
Wisps. Figures are in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me. It's a start.
I'm not sure stopping a ritual is the best way to meet someone.
So much for first impressions.
Here's hoping I'm better on the second.
Well, you're not bad so far.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's,
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Okay, so step 1 is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers...
That's step 2.
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I tried to walk through the mirror there. Sorry, I just went quiet for like 2 minutes. I honestly, I spaced out a little bit as we were just kind of exploring. Until we kind of, yeah, here we go. I was about to say, things got quiet while I was just kind of exploring for a second.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
While I was out cold, he showed up in my dream and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
So Solus
It's always
is using
nice.
blood magic. Like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
Excuse me,
But
he
he's not a
abhors
normal
blood
mage,
magic.
Like I told you.
Thank you.
He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
I believe I got that
The gods
option
were
because I
incredibly
picked an
powerful.
elf.
I don't mean they were powerful like a skilled mage. I mean they destroyed entire cities. They shattered mountains. So no, they might not literally be gods, but they're a lot worse than whatever you're thinking.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we are not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgranon and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elgranon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get
Yep,
out there
pretty
and
much.
stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elgranon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind.
I'm surprised
We
the
need to know what
scout
they can
isn't
do.
saying, hey, we need more
We
information.
have Solus's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Harding, are you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Yeah, I stand by my fear that this game is going to have constant moments like this where it's, okay, gather the team, we get together and we talk, and then into the cutscene, or into the opening cutscene for the linear level, and blah, blah, blah. It just... I like the lighthouse or whatever this area is, but again, it screams live service game to me. It isn't like the castle or the camp before you get attacked
If it
in
even takes
Inquisition.
us back to Arlevin.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
I love both of those locations.
Well then. Shall we?
And do we have to
Let's
keep
do
doing
this.
this, doing the dumb Marvel thing where everybody pulls their weapons and gets at the ready before we go through the portal?
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find... Cut it down!
I'm trying!
Don't you love how the mage runs up and takes the
Working! I can't contain it!
the forward position in the fight while the warrior, and at least the guy with the sword, is, stays back? Why do you swing that sword so slow? What is going on with that?
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlington?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harrell's, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade and 2 somethings got pulled out. Or someone's, I mean. 2 of the Evaneris. Elgranon and Gillenane.
Is anyone going to tell us what they're the elven gods of and kind of give us an idea of what we're dealing with?
Truly have
Like-
returned.
then things just
Like
got a
people keep
whole
going,
lot
"Oh, the
worse."
elven gods," and even naming them. But again, you could just come on.
Anything you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Evaneris, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
Okay,
There's a
that tells us
reason Solus
basically
led a
nothing,
rebellion against
other than they
Evaneris.
are assholes.
No reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
Harding, I need you to stay with Strife and Ireland, all right?
What? No, I'm coming with you.
You're a great shot, Harding. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. They need you.
Fine. Since they need me.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Why tell us, oh, her camp is, or whatever is off to the west, when you're just going to teleport me to essentially just outside of her, just outside of where we're going to meet her? Like, you know, you say it's out to the west, like you're telling me in this, that, oh, go run around the wilderness
Is it
or whatever,
me,
and
or
you're
is there
fine.
something
Nope, linear.
strange about this fog?
And then you look at the, and that was me checking the map going, yep, linear.
Something's
You know,
not
the, and you even notice it in the,
that suit of armor is moving.
in the HUD. Just the size of all the icons and everything. You can, you know, the fact that the camera is more of this action third person where it's right on, it kind of right behind the main character and right in just below median. It shows that it's set to.
Gotcha. Oh,
You know, I just thought, why does she not do that more often? Like, have her be like a Pokemon trainer,
where'd you come from?
where she's sending out like constructs and stuff like that. That would be really cool.
Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
That's my train of thought.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Nev Gallus.
Essentially what I'm saying is you can tell that this game was built with this sort of linear live service model with just the way the HUD is set up.
To look for me? I've only been gone 3 days.
I hate her
Well,
voice
the
actor.
situation's
I hate
changed
the
for
mouth
worse,
tracking for the
unfortunately.
character. It doesn't line
Our
up.
gods, Elgranon and Gillenane,
I-
they've escaped from
She-
Fenrir's
frankly, it
prison,
just
and by all
frustrates me.
accounts, They want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
I've had a couple of days, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but
But what?
see that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
I think I'd prefer to stay in one piece. Yeah.
Right, me too. But I think I can find a way out. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Ah, and I'm guessing it sees us as threats.
Oh, see, there are little areas that you can go explore for little tiny chests that just have basic items and gold in them. And you don't even, like, really see gold. This is a PNG of gold. And, you know, I don't know why the fact that it's the little PNG gold box that bugs me instead of just saying, you picked up this much gold. I don't know why that irks me. And you know you're not going to find actual gear in those boxes.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
I'll tell you that. I'm running around going and trying collecting them because I haven't figured out that, oh, all of these random chests that I'm opening, yeah, none of them have new gear in them. Do you know why none of them have new gear in them? Why are those rabbits the size of a fucking basketball? I can't tell if that's like a fade thing or just the developers put in a rabbit and moved the size slider way the hell up. No, as I was saying, there is no gear in this game because you know the chests that you'll find gear in, and it's, yeah, it's pretty obvious, and the way they're lined up, again, makes it look like an obnoxious live service game. Like, whoa, you loaded into the level, and the five guys, you know, while you're still fighting things, the three guys ahead of you, the other three members of the party, whatever, have just run ahead and just rushed the boss. Because that's fun gameplay. Oh my god. I mean, I guess on the one hand I should be happy that they didn't go that direction for this game, but I am just shocked. Well, I guess I shouldn't be shocked. But I'm just, I don't get why, when you made the decision to not be live service, you didn't change the format of this game. I don't care if you have to start over. Just no. And I mean, this game is getting shit on right now. You know, I've seen people posting clips from later on in the game where I hear there's even more egregious and obnoxious lines and whatnot, and ooh, I'm ready for it. You know, I'm here for garbage. That's why I'm playing this. Ooh boy. Again, I miss the almost tactical level of sort of combat that you got in the older Dragon Age games, because here you don't get that vibe of, well, what your other characters are doing. You know, you can say, ooh, use this skill or that skill, but you lose that tactical kind of feeling of the warrior's gonna lead from the front and the mage stays in the back and blah 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 blah. This one, it's just everybody fight. Everybody become a Marvel character. I don't even remember what my skill point goes to. And again, all of these skill points and levels and everything, I'm looking at everything going, they built this to, again, give you that feeling of grind for a live service game where you're going to keep doing levels over and over and grinding and getting experience to get more equipment and whatnot.
Any ideas on what the artifact would
Or
look
not
like?
equipment, so you can play it over and over and over. You're getting...
nothing definite.
Essentially, you're doing that thing that I think some Western RPGs get too anal retentive about, where it's like, ooh, you pick up this upgrade and it'll give you 5% to your crit chance, and this one will give you 2% increase to this, and this will give you a 1% increase. So it's like, ooh, I'm leveling up. Yeah, I should have noticed that was going to poison me. But yeah, there you go. That's how you know, those big chests, that's how you know you found new equipment.
Not many people come
But
this
yeah,
far to Arlathan. Just veil jumpers mostly.
But
And people trying to
so
save the
many
world,
so many JRPG or Western RPGs have this thing of, ooh, you can put your skill points into all of this stuff, and I'm like, okay, but I'm putting them in and I'm getting percentage point bumps. It doesn't feel like I'm getting stronger. I prefer a more
This is sight.
Wait, is this
a JRPG setup where it's,
not here?
you know, I know I'm going to pick up this skill at level whatever, or, you know, I go maybe a few skill levels where I'm not, where it's just I get stat bumps, just, you know, kind of across the board, and then I get a new technique or something at this level.
Think you can take the jump?
There are certain things that I think Western RPGs do really well
Still somewhere nearby.
with their leveling systems, and certain things I think JRPGs do better, and I think they both have their pros and cons. But this system where it's just, ooh, it's this huge grid of things, it's like, well, it starts making it feel like skill points just don't mean anything.
That's something.
Like, I can put them anywhere. It's like, ooh, but you can fine-tune your character. I mean, yeah, but really every character ends up just being kind of the same
Shut it
thing.
down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty.
I
that's
hope I'm
hanging
making
around.
sense. I'm trying not to rant, even though I am. I was thinking I had to tap it, but no, you have to, yeah, hold it, select her, yeah.
rest of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
Okay, see, I feel like the range for those things to activate to attack me should be much shorter. Because, like, I walk right up to them and go, "You gonna activate?" And, there you go. Because they take a second to, like, unfold.
Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Oh, and if you noticed when I opened that chest, he does that animation of grabbing something out of the air. Yes, every chest.
It's an armory. And I think I know what the artifact
is. All set. Got through that. So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact are we finding? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Our ancestors used them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
I really like the Darkspawn's design in this game.
Here we go.
Because when they kind of like turned around, I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Sure, here we go.
Here we go.
On your right.
Got company.
There we go. I was about to say, with that shot, and okay, I got the second one.
As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central
Yeah, they
depot.
explode.
More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
What makes you think it's the last one? Is it because it's the third one? It is. But again, it's always the third one.
Last barrier's down. We're close. I can feel it. Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
I keep trying to sprint with X, so if you just see me jumping at random times, that's what's going on there.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Derthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
And it's even got the fancy health bar with the fancy, like, the written name and everything. Just, again, say it with me, just like a live service dungeon crawler.
You're on that. But I plan to find
More constructs ahead.
We're getting closer.
See, I keep seeing the red up there up top on that ballista, so I'm going to take more than a few shots at it. So I'm like, does it do something? Can I, like, shoot it and then it, like, shoots down at us? Or what's going on with that? It even goes red, like, you know, like there's something to shoot. I don't know.
Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
Oh, and unlike earlier Dragon Age games where, you know, it's like I'm a rogue and this character's a rogue, you know, so we kind of have to, you know, who do I want to put, you know, what bow on, or what knives do I want to give what character? No, you don't do that in this game. Because later on, we'll get a bow for elf girl here, whose name is not, I cannot remember. We'll get a bow for her, and she uses longbows, and it literally says longbow and then her character name. So, you know, as far as I can tell, you know, you pick up a weapon, it is specifically for a character. Isn't it great? Isn't it great for an RPG? You don't have to make any decisions. The game does it for you.
Power crystals around here somewhere. Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
Not the wall I thought I was going to break down, but whatever works.
We did it. All that's left is the Nodus Thallen. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit.
You'll see.
Okay, here it is. The Nodus Thallen.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back?
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if Darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
Nothing's ever easy, is it? So, what makes this tricky?
I feel like that
If I
response
remove the artifact the way
would
I
have been
usually do
pithier
it, it'll
if
explode and take out half
Nev
of Arlen
didn't
with it.
speak before
Good
us.
news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing.
Ogre! That's an ogre!
See, I'm not sure how I feel about the ogre's design, but still not bad. The fight is still really, really bland, but meh. I think that's gonna be a common point in this game.
Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days.
I said I do not like her.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think.
Oh, what does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh, no, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthara.
Right. I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthara. What do you?
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the Nadas Dirthalan, an archive spirit.
Yeah, you keep saying
It does
these
work.
words like
Or
they
will,
mean
at
something
least.
to me.
Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp.
Alright, well, we're gonna do all the, posts, mission, whatever. So, we see how characters level, or your other characters level up. So you level up through bond, not experience, which is actually kind of interesting. And you kind of get to see with the characters, like, how close you are to leveling up that bond. And I'm assuming another kind of like interaction that you'll have with them back at the lighthouse. So, okay. I don't hate this method of leveling up your companions. You know, credit where it's due, I guess. Trying to think if there's anything else important, not that I can think of. So yeah, right there. So each has an uncommon longbow, which again, you have the weapon, like, rare, and, well, I guess I've played other games that do that, and it doesn't bother me, so. But yeah, so here you can mess with your companions' loadouts and everything. You see how close they are to boosting their relationship, so it's not a bad system. Not my favorite, but I played worse. So, on that note, I'm going to pick up a skill, and then we're going to check out the codex and call it quits. I think I'm going to back out here and check if I can actually save the game at this point. I think I was just checking if I could turn my PlayStation off. But either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, social media down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you all in the next one. But until then, I'm out.